Take a look at this multiple choice question from farhatlectures.com. In 20x3, C Industries reported deferred tax asset of 100 million with no valuation allowance. All right, so you would say, okay, my DTA is 100 million. At December 31st, the account balance showed a deferred tax asset of 130 before assessing the need for a valuation allowance. Well, we are told that at the end of the year it was 130 million. It means in that year we booked an additional 30 million, and income taxes payable is 110. What's this? What's income taxes payable? This is how much we have to pay to the government, 110. C determined that it's more likely than not that 40% of the deferred tax asset ultimately would not be realized. So what we're saying is 40% of this will go unrealized. We made no estimated tax payment, so we don't have to worry about the cash. What amount should C report as income tax expense? Okay, they're looking for the income tax expense. Remember, the income tax expense is a plug. What do I mean by this? Where do we start? Do you remember what did I teach you about this? The first thing you book is income taxes payable if given to you. If given to you, income taxes payable, which is 110 million. So I'm going to put credit income taxes payable 110, and this is the money I have to send to the government. Income taxes payable 110. I'm told I booked DTA of 30. I'm going to notice here, this is the debit for DTA. That's also given to us, figuring out the balance. I'm also told that 40% of the 130 million is part of it should be evaluation allowance. So if I take 130 times 0.4, I have a valuation of 52. Okay, valuation of 52. Now, given all of this, at this point, I can figure out my income tax expense as a plug. What do I mean a plug? It means what makes this entry balance? If I take 110 plus 52 credit minus 30 debit, what's left is 132. Therefore, my income tax expense, which is, this is what they're asking, income tax expense is 132. Therefore, the answer is D. Now, let me break down for you the income tax expense. How did we come up with this income tax expense? First, for the 110, I have to book 110 of income tax expense. So the first 110, so of this 132, I'm going to use a different color. 110 is current portion. Okay, great. So where did the remainder 22 came from? Well, the remainder is the DTA of 30. What did the DTA of 30 do? The DTA of 30 reduced my income tax expense. I'm going to make this in a different color. Reduced it by 30. So if I take 110 minus 30, 110 minus 30 equal to 80 so far, then I went back and I increased my income tax expense when I booked the valuation. Then plus 52 will give me income tax expense of 132. So I broke the 132 into three components: a current portion, which increased your income tax expense, a deferred portion that reduced your income tax expense by 30, then the valuation allowance. Remember, when you credit the valuation, you debit income tax expense. And this is what we learned in this session, because this session was about the valuation allowance. Now, on the exam, I could ask you a few things about this question. For example, the question could have been, what is the current portion of income tax expense? The current portion is 110 plus 52, because this becomes part of the current portion. They could be asking you, what's the deferred portion? The deferred portion is negative 30. So you have to be careful and you have to be comfortable with the journal entry, because you could see this on the CPA exam or on the CMA exam as a simulation or as a study case. So be comfortable with this. What should you do now? You want to go to Farhat Lectures, look at additional resources, lectures, simulations, cases, true, false, multiple choice, exercises, AI. For example, if you're taking this quiz, the AI would help you understand the topic, explain the correct and incorrect answer, create another MCQ for you. The best investment you can make is invest in yourself, and God bless.
Want to see more CPA exam multiple choice questions solved step by step? At farhatlectures.com, you will get hundreds of video solved MCQs step by step, including previously released AI CPA questions, previously released AI CPA simulation, in-depth lectures and resources to prepare for the CPA exam, AI tools that's going to help you study smarter, not harder, CPA exam podcast lessons where you can learn on the go. And also you will get the personal guidance of support of Farhat and his team. If you are serious about passing the CPA exam, this is your next step. Visit the website farhatlectures.com, start your free trial, and I hope to see you on the website.